Yeah, so a therapist who's polyvagal theory is not a modality. It's just the science underneath human connection and how we respond to danger. So someone who's what we call polyvagal informed is going to be able to work with that client to identify their home away from home, which is where they spend more time out of the safe and social state. That's one thing, but also to recognize when they're going up and down the ladder, or what brings them. What I focus on a lot is what brings you to safety. What helps you to actually feel safe? And because we have to build that capacity to feel safe, that's absolutely essential to treatment, is feeling safe and being able to tolerate the discomfort that comes along with climbing the polyvagal ladder, because it's a very uncomfortable thing, very vulnerable, you feel very exposed, so it's difficult. So yeah, someone who's polyvagal informed will help to identify home away from home, identify what feels safe for you, but also in session, you'll be able to recognize where the client is at in that moment. So when I see a client that is wide-eyed, flat affect, I know they don't have access to their safety state, because if they did, they'd be smiling and squinting their eyes. They'd have use of their eyebrow muscle, whatever those are, those muscles. They'd be able to move their eyebrows. They'd have eye crinkles when they smile or when they're listening. Those would all be indications that those biological pathways are active, that their safety state is active. If they're not doing that, that means they're in some sort of defensive state. And if they're more energized and mobile and leaning forward, talking faster, taking shorter breaths, that tells me they're in a flight fight state. If they're slouched and collapsed and, like I call it, being in a puddle, a lot of my clients just look like they're just in a puddle. And that's more of that shutdown state.